Hi guys, and welcome to Discovering Dorset, the Shea Way. Today I'm going to take you on a little countryside walk adventure. We're going to be going to the birthplace of Thomas Hardy, the famous writer. We're going to Thomas Hardy's cottage. I believe he was born in the year 1840. The cottage itself was actually made by his great-grandfather, or might have been his grandfather, one of the two. So I think that's quite interesting. You're right. So I think that's quite interesting myself, so we're going to get on with that. And there's going to be a few little beauty spots along the way that I'll show you. Some little places that you can stop off, have a little bit of a picnic lunch, have a break, have a sip from your water bottle if you will. It is a walk you can do yourself. It's about a 7-mile round trip, so you are probably going to want to take a break at some point. You can also get tours of the gardens and the cottage itself, but we're not doing that today. We're just going for a walk. The cottage is famous because the writer Thomas Hardy himself did write such works there, such as Far from the Madding Crowd and a couple other famous works of his. So without further ado, let's get on to the first beauty spot. The first beauty spot or landmark that you'll come to is Gray's Bridge. You'll find yourself stood just up there, and you'll need to cross over from Dorchester and out of Dorchester towards this road. This bridge was built in 1742 and is now actually a Grade 2 listed building. It's mentioned in many of Thomas Hardy's novels. Some of these would be Under the Greenwood Tree and The Trumpet Major. Now, I've come to this side just to show you what the bridge looks like, as it is quite pretty. You could stop off here, although it is just at the beginning. If you walked along there, there's a nice little picnic spot. However, we are going to carry on and go along this road here. Now, I'm just going to keep you on camera a moment, because there's a little bit that's a bit tricky coming up here that you might not realise, and you might accidentally go the wrong way. So you want to be on that side of Gray's Bridge, which is where we're going now, and you'll be walking along here and you'll be looking for a footpath, but do not get tricked. It is not this one here. This is not the correct footpath. You want to keep going all the way along until you get to the next bit of bridge, which I'll show you when we get there, and then you'll see the correct footpath. As you come along the edge of London Road up towards Stinsford Hill, you'll see a sign on your left signifying pool and other routes. You will also come across this bridge. Now, this bridge signifies the footpath that you want to take. As you walk along the edge of the riverside here, you'll notice it's extremely tranquil, very pleasant area. And you'll also, if you turn, be able to see half of Dorchester spread out for you, including some of the churches. Very, very pretty, very beautiful. Not impressed. As you come through the first gate, you might find yourself surrounded by lambs and sheep, especially if you come at the same time as I have, the same time of the year, March time, late March currently, which is quite cool. We will be walking along this stone path, and you'll be going up to what looks like an overpass type thing, so that's where we're going to make our way to next. As you come through and under the overpass, or underpass I suppose, because we're passing under, you will be given a couple options. You can either go straight ahead to Lower Bockhampton, or you can take a left to go to Stinsford Church, and we're going to be going up to Stinsford Church for a moment, and then you'll after a short little walk up here, you'll come to it, and then we'll loop back round onto the main path. If you see this sign for Kingston Moorwood, you know you're going the right way. They have a college, a gardens and an animal park there, open to the public. I am planning on doing another walk around the area, around the little estate there, at some point on this channel. So if you'd like to see, stay tuned. Keep an eye out. As you come over the top of the brow of the hill, you'll find you hit Stinsford Farm. Now you're not going to be going through there, that takes you through into the college. We're going to be going along Church Lane and heading towards Stinsford Church. As you come down Church Lane, you'll find yourself greeted by some lovely countryside thatched roof cottages towards the car park and the church. And then we come into the church yard and get presented by this beautiful, beautiful structure, St Michael's Stinsford Church. Again, I do apologise, it's become a bit of a windy day, even if it is a sunny one. But look at the windows on that, the detailing, absolutely gorgeous. So we're just going to have a little walk around quick, have a little look, and then I'll tell you a little bit of information about it. It was here that the Hardy family would come to worship, play in the choir, and they also helped to restore this 13th century church back to its former glory. Just inside of the church gates here you can find the graves of Thomas Hardy and his wife Emma. Their hearts lay here. There is also the grave of Cecil Lewis, who asked to be laid to rest near Thomas Hardy. After you've visited the church, you'll want to find your way down this path. You should wind your way all the way down and past the graveyard, and you'll eventually find yourself on this side of the path, and you'll come across this lovely little bridge area with a little river running through, little stream that you can see on either side. Should take you back onto a path like this one. Lovely little footpath. You can see some signs here giving you directions with the Hardy walk, and we want to be going this way towards Lower Bockhampton. There's also a gorgeous little bridge area here with this bit of river that comes from this direction and it flows all the way through. I believe this is River Frome. And it goes down into a lovely lake inside the gardens there at Kingston Moorwood, which I will show you in another video to come soon. Some of you may remember this bit of river, because I did walk from Lower Bockhampton, which we'll come to at the end of here. It is a little bit of a walk. You'll be walking along here for maybe 10-15 minutes until you get to your destination. But it's a lovely, lovely walk, lovely nature, lovely scenery. But yeah, some of you might remember this from one of my other videos. I did some maglarking and walked all the way back from Lower Bockhampton in the river towards Dorchester. We didn't find too much, but we did find an interesting non-magnetic key. You'll notice as you come along this part of the path that there are some lovely little spots for you to sit down and rest, with some gorgeous little bits of scenery for you to enjoy. As you reach the end parts of this section of the path, you'll find the river widens and you come to a bridge. Interestingly enough, in World War II there was actually a tank crash on this bridge. Not quite as bad as it sounds, they kind of went up and over the edge of the bridge and over the side, hanging over. But still, some cool information for you. You will also find that you find some signs helping you to know which way you want to go. So we want to go that way, up and through Lower Bockhampton. Now as you make your way through Lower Bockhampton, you might notice some of the beautiful architecture, again with some of the thatched cottage roofs, the old barns converted, and just some of the beautiful little cottages that people would live in, and they still do to this day. You'll notice a lovely beautiful thatched roof cottage called Bridge Cottage. When you get there, you will notice some signs. It's not very well marked, but they are there. You want to take that right. This should take you towards a farmyard. Now don't worry, you can walk through. So we're going to make our way through to the next part of the walk, which I believe is going to be up and through there. Now when it comes to these sorts of places, do bear in mind that they are working farms, so please do make sure to shut the gates after you. You will then need to make your way through this kissing gate here, and you end up in this open field. Now I think we've got to go and walk past those sheep, because I'm going to guess it's straight. If it's not, then we'll retrack. Some of them are sleeping. Sorry to disturb you guys. But no, please don't run. I don't mean to freak you out. Oh, now they're on the run. Sheep stampede. Yeah, this is the right direction. I can see at the end of the field there's another gate there for us. Oh, bloody hell. Thought that one was coming for me then. And now they're all herding up behind me, look. Maybe I should be a sheepdog. As you come through the next gate, you'll see that you're in another little farm field. We've been making our way up there. You can see where those people have just come through. Now I did have to hop over a stile in the middle, so if you're unable to do that, I'm afraid you won't be able to do this walk. I do apologise. You have to come through another kissing gate, and then there's no directions anywhere other than private road, no access. So it's either that way or that way. That looks like someone's house, but I'm going to go for it. So you end up at Bockhampton Farm. However, I have now found a sign and it says Thorncombe Wood. I can only imagine that is the sign we want to take, which takes us up this way. As we come up and over the edge of the hill, we can see the edge of Thorncombe Wood looming at us in the distance. You'll come up to this sign that says Thorncombe Woods, half a mile that way. So that's the way we're going. You end up coming to a place called Pine Lodge Teen Rooms. It's closed at the moment, but it looks like this. And I assume they do a nice good cup of tea. We're going to be walking around that gate, coming down and along this path, meeting this chap here. Hello chap. You alright? Hello beautiful. You find another stile and you hop over it and keep walking. Just spotted a deer. Just heard a pheasant and I've just spotted a deer. Oh, it's seen me. Hello mate. Welcome to Thorncombe Woods. Here we are. There's a lovely little picnic resting spot just here. So I think I can go take 5 minutes quick guys. And then we'll head on to Hardy's Cottage. On your right you come to a sign that tells you Lower Bockhampton's where you've come from, and Hardy's Cottage, excuse me, is just up there to the left. Bless me again. So we're going to carry on up there, but first, a little bit of trivia. Who lays their eggs on oak buds? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The purple hair streak butterfly. Let me know if you got that right in the comments. As you walk up and through the woods, you'll find that you come to this lovely little pond. Very scenic, beautiful spot. There's some lovely seating over the other side there, as you can see. And you want to go up and over the brow, follow the rope down, and that will take you down to the cottage where we'll go in a minute. But first, another piece of trivia for you. Oh, if you saw the answer, don't give it away. Who lays eggs in a jelly string? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The common toad. Well done if you got it right guys. There is one more little bit I can see hanging up over there of trivia, so we'll go over and have a look at that too. Come on then. Who wraps their egg in a leaf? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The great crested newt. Again, well done if you guys got that answer. If you didn't, then you're learning with me. You certainly wouldn't want to fall down into that, would you? Look at the colour of that water. Oof. Within this forest and woodland area, Thomas Hardy spent a lot of his days meandering about, relaxing and thinking, getting inspiration from many of his stories. You may notice some very, very large trees as you walk through and along the path. You might also notice that they've installed lots of bird and bat boxes for the local wildlife, which I think is awesome. Those boxes have been put there not only to help house some of the local wildlife, as I'm sure you can see they'd have plenty of space to do it themselves, but it also gives a way for conservationists to be able to check on the animals. As the boxes are numbered, they'll be able to check and compare results, make sure that everyone's still healthy and living their best life. You'll also be able to see some of these absolutely astonishing giant redwood firs. They really are massive. You'll come down the main path and you'll find another little picnic stop-off point with some directions that take you either up to Hazel Coppice, where we've just come from, which is Blackheath access to Rushy Road, or to the car park. There's no signs for Hardy's Cottage, so I'm going to assume it's near the car park, because that would make sense, wouldn't it? Because I'm guessing they have visitors come by car too. We did actually walk not quite down that main path, but up this one, which is the old Roman road, for anyone that's interested. As we come down through the car park, we are met by this lovely green coloured little display board. Welcome to Hardy's birthplace. That's the cottage there. I will go and show you it in a minute. Thomas Hardy was born in with his family cottage in the heart of this beautiful landscape. Thorncombe Wood and Blackheath were his childhood playground, and this special place continues to inspire those who visit today. There's a little artist's depiction of a map for you, quite pretty, and then it gives you here the opening times and admissions and stuff for if you want to come visit the cottage and whatnot. There is a car park here, but it is pay and display. Your prices are just there. I'm met by this visitors centre sign. It tells me that there's toilets and stuff to eat up this way, so we'll go and explore, because I can also see a sign here that says welcome to Hardy's birthplace, Hardy's Cottage. What's this? Woodcraft area, no entry without permission. Oh, they've got a little woodcrafting thing. I assume they get children interested. That's cool. Might also be part of the guided tour they do here. So this brings us into the visitor centre. Just here, it's not quite the cottage yet, is it? But it is the visitor centre. Again, there'll be food. I don't think it's open at the moment, but there will be food. Yeah, closes at 4 PM and we're here just after. But there's food, dog drinking water. Could be a bit cleaner, but still. And a lovely little seating area. I assume they've got information in there. We'll have a peek through the window. They've got ice creams. Oh, I missed out on the ice creams, guys. Yeah, there's a nice little cafe in there, you can see. So that's cool. Right, we'll see if we can find this cottage quick. Whose eggs are found in waxy hexagons? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The honeybee. Here we are, guys. It's been a long old walk, but we finally made it. Here is Hardy's Cottage in all its glory. It is cool. Check that out. Cheers. Really pretty. Really, really pretty. The guy's just left. It's thatched roof, look, as you can see. The guy who runs this place has just left. He's just told me if I come down here I can take some pictures by looking over the gate. There's also an old water pump for his well just there that you can see. He did say if we walk slightly further down we might be able to get a longer shot, which might look quite nice, so we'll go and do that quick. He wasn't wrong, was he? Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. As I say, I've just missed the times for when it's open, unfortunately, but I'd have had to pay anyway and I'm not able to do that right now. But the point is that we've made it here. We've found the place So mission success. If you wanted to carry on to Puddletown, you could take yourself through Puddletown Forest and it would take you all the way through and you'd get there. You could take a bus home, it'd be another couple miles. A bus back to Dorchester if you were parked in Dorchester or you live there. Or if you're going to do what I'm going to do, you want to take this route and it will take you back. Your maps will take you the way. It's pretty simple. For now, thank you all for joining me and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.